Hi class, and welcome to HRPO 2301. This is Human Resource Management. I'm really excited about this course. This is one of my favorite classes to teach. As a matter of fact, I'm working on finishing up my dissertation with a concentration in Human Resource Management. So I'm real passionate about this subject. I just want to go over a little bit about the course introduction, tell you a little bit about the requirements, and then some additional pieces that I have added to the course. So first of all, this week is a key week, okay? Yes, this is a self-paced course. Yes, you make your own schedule, or you're welcome to follow my suggested recommended schedule on course syllabus page 2. However, this week you have to do your student introduction and also your procedures, your course procedures exam. They are due by Sunday, okay? If you do not complete these 2 assignments, I have to then report on Monday morning that you are not active. What that does is it triggers the system to drop you, and the school will then remove you from the course. Okay, it's a requirement, and after you complete those 2 mandatory assignments, you can create your own schedule. I say don't wait till the last week, but hey, I have students do that. Discussion boards. So you'll have discussion boards, and what discussion boards are is you're going to create a thread. When you create this thread, you're going to answer the topic based on the chapters that you've read and the topic scenario. You're going to talk about what would you do in that scenario, and then you're going to share that with your fellow classmates. Now, remember, you're not just going to give your opinion. You want to make sure that you're going to utilize the textbook to support your opinion. Always refer to the expert, which is the textbook, okay? In the discussion boards, you're also going to be required to respond to 3 other students. In those 3 other students' responses, what I don't want to see is, yes, I agree, you did a very good job, and then repeat exactly what the individual said just by paraphrasing. If you're going to agree, why do you agree? And you need to, again, support your opinion. And if you disagree, you can say the same thing. I totally disagree with you, and this is why. Now, I had a professor in my education career tell me when I didn't quote is you're not an expert, so quote the experts. Now, I'm not looking for a perfect MLA or APA format. I am looking, though, for you to reference the textbook. So that way we know that, yes, this is your opinion, but then you have something to back it up. You're going to have chapter quizzes. Guys, I'm going to tell you honestly, this is not an easy class. By no means. I have a couple classes I would tell you they're a lot easier, but this is one of my toughest courses. The chapter quizzes are probably the hardest that you're going to find in this course. And the reason being is that it's going to require you to read your chapters. I'm sorry. I know some of you are skimmers and like to skim through your book, but in order to pass the quizzes, you're going to have to read the chapters, guys. One of the things I put in the announcements is that please watch your spelling, as well as do not use acronyms or abbreviations. It will get marked wrong. I'm going to say that again. Do not use acronyms or abbreviations, and if you spell a word wrong, it's wrong. Okay, this is college, guys. So in other words, if you misspell because you didn't proofread before you hit submit, I'm going to mark it wrong, even if it's the right answer. You got to have it spelled correctly, okay? And then chapter cases. So you're going to notice on the left-hand side, you're going to have a link for chapter cases. You're going to be given 2 different scenarios in these, one for each chapter quiz, or chapter cases, sorry. Each chapter case is going to ask you a few questions for you to answer. There is a format that you must follow. Now, if you choose not to follow the format, again, points will be deducted. It's an easy format. What you will be doing is creating a summary. Now, a summary doesn't mean retell me the whole entire case study. I can read it for myself. You're wanting to give me the who, where, when, why, the meat and the potatoes. What is going on here? And then move into your questions, okay? So that's the key. You want to make sure that you give a very detailed but full of information summary, and then move on to the questions. Yes, it does say on the format, write the question out and then write your answer. You must follow. You'll get deducted points, guys, if you don't follow that format. It's really easy though. All right, there are 4 exams in this course. The first one will cover, a few chapters. The second one will cover the next few chapters. The third one will cover the next few chapters. The fourth exam, be prepared. The fourth exam is a cumulative exam, meaning that it covers the whole entire book. However, it does only focus, primary focus of exam 4 is going to be on your last chapters. There still will be questions on chapters 1 through the remainder, but again, it'll be heavily focused on the latter chapters. And so I don't know if many of you have noticed that on your left-hand side of your course menu, there is a link that says virtual office hours. Now, I do not normally do this, but because of the pandemic, I am working remotely from home. So that means that I'm not in the office running around like a chicken without my head cut off, running to projects, having to leave for lecture course. Actually being able to have a little bit more time to dedicate and devote to my online students. So with that being said, I have created a virtual office hour. This is not mandatory, okay? If you're like, oh, I didn't sign up for this, I get it. You don't have to ever jump on it. But it's going to be an opportunity where I'm going to just literally open up the virtual office hour. If nobody shows up, nobody shows up. This is an opportunity if you want to talk to me, you want to ask questions, you don't understand something, I'm able to share a page. I could pull up, a PowerPoint. We could talk. It's an opportunity for other students to be on there as well. So take advantage of it. It will happen once a week on Monday, starting next Monday at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Now, you don't have to log in at 10 a.m. If you log in at 10:30, 10:40, you're fine. But if you log in at 10:55, you literally have 5 minutes, okay? Because at 11 o'clock, it'll shut down. And I move on to the next class who I have a virtual office hour for. That doesn't mean you can't contact me outside that 1 hour. So with me working remotely, I am to be accessible to you from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now you can either send me a Blackboard message or you can email me. I have approximately about an hour to respond during those hours, Monday through Thursday. On the weekends, I do check my emails and my Blackboard message at least once a day. And also in the late evenings, I do check it once before I go to bed. Okay, so just to let you know, you do have access to me. You don't have to use that virtual office hours. Last thing is I want to talk a little bit about extra credit. So you're going to see shortly a announcement about Net Impact, which is a student-led organization that I lead on campus. I'm the faculty advisor for. And the student organization creates projects. It was mainly or has been solely for central campus students. And we were unable to allow virtual students to be part of the organization. But with the pandemic, things have changed. And now we're actually open to any CTC student across the globe that wants to be part of Net Impact, have an opportunity. Now there's an application process. However, what we do is virtual projects, and I'm not going to go into detail of what they are. You can attend the informational, which is going to be September 11th, and again, I'll have that information out there. It will be through a WebEx meeting where I will give you the details. I have 2 previous presidents coming back to speak on their experiences with Net Impact and what it did for them while they were at CTC and where they're at now. So one of the things about our department is all 3 of us business professors give extra credit for this organization. And the reason we do that is because we understand you're going to do work outside the classroom. And that's called experiential learning. That means you're going to apply what you learn in class. So reason we do this is because, again, we know the time that it takes. And we want you to be rewarded for it, not just the satisfaction of giving back to your community, but also being able to earn points. So each professor has a different way of handing out extra credit points depending on who they are. For me and my classes, if you do between 25 and 30 hours within these these 8 weeks, then I will exempt an exam. And what that means is that you will either have your lowest score exam exempt to 100, or if you got all 3 of your exams 100 or got a perfect score, that 4th exam you don't have to take, and I automatically give you 100%. Okay, so if you have any questions on that, you can talk to me next Monday virtual office, or you can email or Blackboard message me. Welcome to HRPO 2301. I am super excited about the next 8 weeks. Have a great day.